And what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It is your boy Cheap Ludes, and I'm here to talk about Friday's content. So before we get started, if you haven't done your week 5 clue or week 5 new lead yet, you do have to get those done. I recommend getting them done. I've had a couple people say to me that they think the final reward is going to involve doing these play TT groups and play unlimited groups, so I'm not 100% sure on that. I don't know if they're going to make us do those for the final reward player, which I think we get Monday or Tuesday or something, because the next season starts on next Friday, which I am excited for, because Season 6 has been an absolute just slog, man. It's just such a bummer. I'm not as critical on it as some other content creators are, but it has been kind of a pain. So tomorrow, 2K really hasn't teased too much. I assume they were going to tease a little bit more, but realistically, 2K really doesn't care about whatever they drop tomorrow. Be prepared. It's probably going to be idols. And I personally am not of the thought process that idols tomorrow is going to hurt the game. If my views go down, I'm not really too worried about it. I make content for fun, so I'm not too worried about it. And the idol sets haven't really been bad. The Carmelo set was good. It wasn't bad at all. And we're going to get that reward player tomorrow if it is idols. Personally, I'd rather them get the idols out of the way now than have to worry about them dropping it week 1 of Season 7. Though at the same time, week 1 of Season 7, I'd be so distracted by all the other stuff going on that a week idols drop isn't really going to be the end of the world. So it kind of just depends. The only card that they really teased that can be confirmed more or less is that we are getting a new Russell Westbrook. So we are getting a Westbrook card, and once again, I don't say unpopular opinion, but not a lot of people have the opinion. Westbrook's been really good this year in 2K, which he hasn't been for a few years. So it's cool to see Russ get a little bit more love from 2K and have cards that are just generally better than they normally are. It's probably going to be a dark matter, but it could also not be. I don't think they're going to do Idols Westbrook, because I don't think Westbrook himself is going to sell packs. So it's kind of interesting to see who they're going to throw up there. Personally, I'd be cool if it was Oscar Robertson. He hasn't got a card since... Man, when did he even get a card? Was it Idols 2? I think he actually did get an Idols 2 card. Right? Yeah, there he is. Yeah, Oscar Robertson we haven't gotten in 2 seasons. So it'd be cool to see an Oscar Robertson card out there, but I understand that they're probably not going to make a card that is in the Idols VIP page a prime Idols player. We could see him be a lock-in, I suppose, but it just kind of depends. Now, one thing 2K could easily do is, because there has been a lot of negativity towards Idols in general, is they could have the last player be Westbrook, and they could make the lock-in something really good. We could see Tim Duncan be the lock-in. We could see even... I don't think LeBron would ever be a lock-in, because it just doesn't sell packs like that. But 2K could also turn around and release an Idol Super Pack on Tuesday, and because LeBron's the lock-in, make a lot of money off of VC sales due to that. So I'm just saying it's not incredibly out of the way. Now, if it does end up being Idols, realistically, all these cards are going to go back up, right? Especially if the lock-in player is good. Even if a lot of people know it's a bad idea to lock in, if the lock-in player is fire, people are going to lock in. The one caution I will tell everybody is that, as per usual, the lock-in will come out for Idols, whoever this card may be. Like I said, I personally think it's going to be Tim Duncan or somebody like that. I've had a lot of people tell me Tim Duncan is who they think too, so that's cool. Maybe that's even where I heard it from. I'm not entirely sure. It just sounds so right, you know? Even Ray Allen sounds right. Even though Ray Allen was a lock-in for last year for Prime, I don't know. I would rather they just got it out of the way next Friday, but I know they do like to do big promos on the first day of a new season, so I wouldn't even be that mad if they got it out of the way tomorrow. It would bring some hype into the game because it's the final lock-in, and we could see some of these cards go up in price. Now, realistically, everybody thinks Idols is coming, so we're not seeing a huge market crash on any of these players. Even Yao Ming has gone up in price because everybody kind of just knows at this point that if it's not Idols this week, it's Idols next week, and the lock-in might be pretty tight. Now, what other cards could we see in this Idol set? If they really want to juice up the amount of people that are going to buy packs, throwing a LeBron James into the mix is not a terrible idea. Maybe being that second dark matter. It's not a terrible idea. It's not from 2K's aspect. It's not. Chris Bosh was a really good card. That's why I don't understand why people hated the Mellow Idols drop. Like, the Mellow Idols drop wasn't a high-tiered, like, content drop by 2K, but it wasn't bad. Like, Bosh is pretty good. Mellow, even though he can't shoot from the corners, is still a very good card, especially for, like, TTO and stuff like that. Hakeem Warwick's fire. Mo Pete was good. Who else was it? Kirk Heinrich, dude. Captain Kirk himself was in that set, and he is easily, okay, I'm not going to say the best diamond in the game, but he's easily the best white guy diamond in the game, no question, right? I feel like there's another white guy diamond that I'm forgetting right now. Let me go check over here. Nope, Kirk Heinrich reigns supreme. We could get a little switcheroo from 2K too, like, who knows, maybe they drop a retro set. I feel like they would have teased it a little bit more, but I wouldn't be shocked to see retro pop up. We didn't get a retro set all season, so it's not incredibly shocking. But you also got to remember 2K has 5 more Idols drops that they have to do at some point. But I'm guessing that set will finish out just like last year, around the end of June, beginning of July. That's when Prime Series 3 finished out finally, and they kind of took week breaks from Prime. I'm guessing they're going to do the same thing. Look, 2K's not stupid. They know they lost a lot of revenue this year, or this season. Like, they're going to come back strong for Season 7. They're pretty much... People are really worried about the lack of content, but it's just like, why would they even bother? Like, this season's been such a bust for them. Like, why even bother release content? I mean, yeah, I wish they would have done more moments and stuff like that, but at the same time, like, we're a week away from Season 7. There's no reason to freak out. The game's not dead. Like, it's not. It's just taking a little hiatus. But while I'm here, I might as well do a little preview for what we might see tomorrow. Like I said, we're definitely seeing this stuff. Obviously, like, we know there's the pink diamond coming. The opal is not coming. Looks like it is coming on Monday or Tuesday. I don't know. I can't do math. So we're probably going to see another string of XP challenges. They haven't really been dropping too much XP just because there's so much XP out there. There's no real point for them. As far as the token market, maybe they shock the world and open up the token market tomorrow, but I really don't think we see that until the beginning of Season 7. So just don't get your hopes up for the token market. If they do drop it, welcome surprise. If they don't, whatever. I think we do see some sort of limited time event this weekend, though. Probably something stupid like, I don't know, they haven't done an unlimited limited time event, so it wouldn't shock me to see something there. Rashard, by the way, no one's talking about this. Rashard Lewis comes out tomorrow. Is Rashard Lewis going to be incredibly good? More than likely not, but we will finally get to see what his actual SIGs and stats are tomorrow. And for all we know, they could juice up his jump shot a little bit. He could have like a Dante Exum base or something of that nature. We haven't gotten an overpowered limited card ever. Like, some people who knew how to use Ralph Sampson at the beginning of the year, he was a little OP, and like, Westbrook was annoying as shit for like 2 days. But at the same time, like, I don't hold too much stock in that. But I guess we'll find out. People are still hunting for Danny Ferry. I honestly would just say give up at this point. Like, use triple threat to finish these like clues and stuff like that, but other than that, I wouldn't even mess with it. Danny Ferry doesn't exist in my mind. One thing I will say is, if you do have everything done on domination, but you don't have mystery domination done yet, it's hard to really tell you guys to say, yes, you know what, let me go do mystery domination, even though it's super frustrating and I gave up for a reason. But yeah, I mean, it's probably a good idea to get it done, at least in the beginning of Season 7 by that point. But I do think we see Spotlight Sims, so I would say if you don't have the Spotlight Sims done, it's not like they're going away, so you got time to do them, but I would start trying to go at them. And I will say they're a lot easier than they were when they came out. Not that they're easy by any means, they're still super annoying, especially one of these, because we haven't gotten like any Pelicans players whatsoever, which is super frustrating. I will say, very frustrating. I wish we would get more Pelicans players. Where's the Pelicans ones? I think this one is Pelicans based, right? Yeah, getting more Pelicans players is ideal for that, but I would try to get those done before next season, at least the midway point, because I think we will be getting more Spotlight Sims. That's just kind of my own personal thing. I'm going to do a whole Season 7 preview video next week where I talk about a lot of stuff. I'm going to make predictions on, like, the reward cards. I'm going to make predictions on the token market, as I've done like 5 times and it's never opened. I'm going to make predictions on unlimited, triple threat online, just all the rewards in general, but it remains to be seen. But you guys know I will be back doing a pack opening tomorrow. Like, just looking at the market before we go here, not much of this has really changed. Like, we haven't seen a drastic drop in a lot of these cards. Let's look at some of the big market guys like Wilt. I mean, Wilt's going down in price a little bit. People are still not spending MT tonight. So if you're hunting for some of these bigger cards, like, now's a good time to pick them up just because they'll be a lot cheaper than they will be tomorrow, especially if the packs suck. Like, if the packs suck, these cards are all going way back up in price because people are going to want to spend MT on stuff. Like, it doesn't matter. That need is never gone. So, you know, it's just something to look at. Let's look at some of the cards from the Warped Reality set, because maybe some of those guys have gone down. Yeah, like, Steph's dirt cheap. I still don't think he's worth that price, but if you're a big Steph Curry fan, Dark Matter Curry for 200k is really, it's not a great price. But, like, if you told me you paid 200k for Dark Matter Steph Curry and you're a big Steph fan, I wouldn't ridicule you. I'd be like, that's cool, man. Dude, I spend 400k plus on every new T-Mac that comes out. Like, do you think I care? I don't. Speaking of T-Mac, somebody told me he was buy it now, and I feel like that is not accurate at all. T-Mac's buy it now? This is the best buy it now card available on the market right now. Okay, I'm going over the line there. I don't think T-Mac is really that great. Dude, he's really good still, though. For 99k, if you can get him even lower than this, like, you're coming up on a pretty good shooting guard for this price. Like, no joke. If you just looking at all the shooting guards available for buy it now, I don't know if many of them are better than that T-Mac still. Maybe I'm overhyping Tracy McGrady, which is entirely possible. I've been doing it my whole life. But I don't know. Is LeBron buy it now yet? If he's buy it now, I'll probably pick him up, because if there's no LeBron out tomorrow, people are probably going to buy him still. No, okay. I can dream, man. Looking at some of the Quantum guys, like, we're seeing Durant's price go down a little bit. You could probably pick up a Durant for 100k. I don't necessarily think it's worth it. Luka's not very expensive right now, and if you're a big Luka fan, which I know a lot of you are out there, 100k for Luka is really not that terrible. Once again, I will say, not a good price. I don't recommend buying him for 100k, but if you're a Luka fan, so be it. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's price is down, man. I might even sell Wilt and grab Kareem, to be honest with you. I like Wilt a lot, but Kareem just moves different, man. Woo! Is Andre Karolinko still really cheap? Because if he's still cheap and you're on next gen, this is probably the best. I'm not going to call him a budget player because he's 70k at the absolute lowest, but at least, like, bang for your buck, he's probably one of the best out there. Like, this card is really good. If you have Danny Ferry, it's not really necessary, but, you know, Giannis is still expensive. Giannis has name recognition. He's never not going to be expensive. Mark Eaton. Shout out to Mark Eaton. Some of the mystery players, I wish there was at least a lock-in for these, so there was, like, a reason to collect these, because there seems to be no reason whatsoever to even pick these cards up, which I think sucks. I mean, I don't really like 2K's lock-ins, but they could have at least put a lock-in for the mystery set. At least the opals, like these 5, could have been at least a lock-in, would have made it worth going to get. I guess they gave out Trae Young in a locker code, or not a locker code, but TTO. What's Kobe up to? I wonder what his price is at. Oh, good thing I got rid of him. 420. Haha. Grant Hill's probably still one of the best point guards in this game, and I think he's 100% worth 200k at this stage. That is one thing I just wanted to say before I get out of here. But as far as the cards coming tomorrow, I mean, if it's Westbrook and he ends up being the card in question, being the main Idols card, we could see a bunch of, like, old Westbrook teammates. Like, who that might be, I'm not entirely sure. I don't think we see another Harden or another Durant. We might see another Harden, but I doubt it. Maybe like a lower tier, like rookie Harden or something. We just got Paul George, OKC. We just got Melo. Yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe Bradley Beal. Maybe that'd be kind of lame. I don't really want that. Give me Andre Roberson. Throw him in the mix. Throw my guy out here. Where's Thabo Ephalosha? I don't even know how to say his name. Throw him in there too. We could see a new Ibaka card though. Like, that's entirely possible. So. Hey, who knows? As always, it has been your boy Cheap Ludes here, reporting on the market in NBA 2K21 and what little activity we have going on tomorrow. You know I will be awake bright and early to open packs. If you haven't already, go subscribe to my second channel if you care about me playing other video games instead of just 2K. I'll probably stream tomorrow night too. I guess we'll see. Let me know down in the comments if you want me to stream tomorrow night. I more than likely will, but some feedback would be nice either way. Anyways, have a good night. Go Eagles.